Hi friends, I welcome you all for the channel of your UPSC friend. Recently, there was a news on petition for declaring ESA, that is Western Ghats Ecological Sensitive Area, as unconstitutional. Let's discuss regarding this today. Recently, Kerala-based NGO which is working for farmers has moved to Supreme Court to declare this draft notification on Western Ghats Ecological Sensitive Area as unconstitutional. So, first let's see what is this ecological sensitive area. Ecologically sensitive area are eco-sensitive zones. It is also called as ecologically fragile areas are located. These are the areas located within the 10 kilometer of protected areas or national parks and the wildlife sanctuaries. These ecological sensitive areas are notified by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change under the provision of Environment Protection Act of 1986. The main aim to declare this ecologically sensitive area is to regulate the certain activities around the national park and wildlife sanctuaries so as to minimize the negative impacts on the fragile ecosystem encompassing around the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries so as to minimize the negative impacts on the fragile ecosystem around these protected areas, that is around the national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. In the past, government has formed a two high-level working group, that is Madhav Gadzil and Kasturi Rangan committees, to conserve and protect the biodiversity of Western Ghats while allowing for the sustainable and inclusive development of the region. But this NGO is asking or sorting a direction to the government to not to implement this Madhav Gadzil and Kasturi Rangan committee reports on the conservation of this Western Ghats. Now let's see what are the recommendation of the Madhav Gadzil and Kasturi Rangan committee reports. Gadzil committee recommended that all the Western Ghats area has to be declared as the ESA with only limited development allowed in the graded zones. That is from this part, from here to completely here, the whole Western Ghats, the falling around the six states, that is Gujarat, Goa, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu has to be completely declared as the ESA, that is ecologically sensitive area. It also classified Western Ghats into three categories, that is ESA 1, 2 and 3. In ecological sensitive area category 1, it is a high priority zone where almost all the development activities, that is especially mining, thermal power plants, are to be completely restricted. This Gadzil committee also recommended for the constitution of Western Ghats Ecology Authority. This has to be constituted as a statutory authority under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change with the powers under Section 3 of Environment Protection Act of 1986. The main criticism for this committee is for being more environment friendly and neglecting or not in tune with the ground realities. Now let's see regarding the Kasturi Rangan committee recommendations. In contrast to the Gadzil committee report, this Kasturi Rangan committee tried to maintain the balance between the development and environment protection. The major recommendation of this committee are: instead of declaring the whole Western Ghats as ESA, this committee recommended to declare only 37% of total area of Western Ghats as ESA. And a complete ban on mining, quarrying and sand mining is also recommended in the ESA area. And no thermal power projects to be allowed and hydropower projects to be allowed only after detailed study. red industries, that is the highly polluting industries, are to be strictly banned. This committee also suggested to exclude the inhabited regions and plantations from the purview of the ESA. This shows the pro-farmer approach. Now let's see why this Kerala based NGO, which is working for the farmers, took this issue, that is seeking the government not to implement this Gadzil committee report and Kasturi Rangan committee report on the Western Ghats ecological sensitive area, as unconstitutional. The first issue is almost 123 agricultural villages in the Kerala as ESA, that is declaring as ESA, converting them, which are of semi-urban villages, into the region of forest with no facilities and roads. It will affect almost 22 lakh people and cripple the economy of Kerala. The next issue is the center has wrongly branded the people who had been residing in the Western Ghats as the destroyers of the biodiversity and the agents of ecological damage. The third thing is it suggested that ESA in Kerala should be restricted to the reserved forest and protected areas. Now let's see what can be done or what's the way forward. This issue shows the debate of development versus conservation, which highlights the destruction in the name of development should not be encouraged and sustainable development should be given priority. The second thing is a proper analysis based on the scientific study followed by the consensus among various stakeholders by addressing the respective concerns is required to solve the differences in a timely manner. The third thing is delay in the implementation will only accentuate the degrading of the prized natural resources of the country. So, with a holistic view of threats and demands on the forest land, products, services, devising strategies must be developed to address them. This is all regarding this issue of declaring ESA unconstitutional. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.